Welcome, everybody, to the Tunka House podcast. As is customary here, feel free to pull up a chair and get comfy. I'm going to be your stand-in host for today. My name is Evan, and alongside me I have these three lovely gentlemen. We have an incoming high school freshman here, Mr. Will Bonds. We have Harvard Dr. Dante Merlin. And we also have the first man to ever step foot on the moon, Lemon.
It all started when I was a youngin', man. No, for real.
On those fields, yeah.
With my dad. If I didn't have
Grinding
my dad,
with the pops.
if I didn't have my dad, man, I wouldn't be the person I was today, and like the soccer player I was today, man. Because like every day, I was excited to see my dad every day because my parents were divorced. I don't even remember when, but like when I was with my dad, like that was a special day to me. Like I knew we were going to the soccer field, and I was like, that was my favorite thing to look forward to. Like nothing in the world would I look forward to more than being with my dad and going on the field and grinding it out, man.
Classic videos there.
Some classic videos.
So how was your guys' soccer season?
What up?
How was it like? How was your soccer season?
It was ultimate. It was ultimate pre-Rona.
Because I remember I went to a couple games.
Triple E, I forgot about that.
I went to a couple games and
Ultimate fan.
I went to like all. Wait, did I go to all the games?
No, you did not go to
No,
all.
I went to
all
all
of
of
them.
them.
You went to all the
I
away
didn't go to
games?
all of them. I went to a lot.
A lot of
this year,
home
though.
games.
I went
A
to
lot
a
of
lot
home
this
games.
year.
Went to 3 games.
It was a lot.
How many games you guys win?
Not many.
What were we, like 8, 3, and like 50 maybe?
Did we lose that many games?
No,
we were
like
that
20.
I think we might have won like 9.
We went like almost 50. 50-50.
No, we had like at least like 3/4 more of a loss.
That's cap. That's not true.
I think we did, man. No, we had like
You're
five more losses than we had wins.
Okay.
I would say
Maybe.
like 2
Possibly.
ties.
But then playoffs all that
But
matters.
playoffs, that was different.
Playoffs was dead.
Bro, we came out the mud. Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
We came out the mud, bro.
Yo, no account. Nobody was looking at our score and being like they're gonna do something. You know,
It's true. It's true.
Got a point.
it was all Glastonbury, Farmington. Fuck you, Glastonbury. I gotta say that. You guys are a bunch of
Fuck
losers.
Glastonbury.
Fuck you, Glastonbury.
Maybe on the
Dude.
field today, that's a different story. That first time, second game of the season, whatever. That's what it was.
You guys are all going to fucking college, dude. What am I going to do?
My college plans are like destroyed because of Corona, pretty much.
What do you mean?
Lemon got
So
ultimate F.
I got ultimate F.
Ultimate F.
So
Yeah, ultimate F.
like I was initially going to Eastern,
grades?
right? No, yeah, bad grades. Yep, all D's.
You were going to Eastern?
No, I was initially going to Eastern. Like my mom just ran into financial issues and like just like a bunch of shit that happened in the past. And my dad won't sign my loans, so I just said, "Fuck it, I'll go to MCC. Why not?" And it's
Are
not
you going to
bad.
go
I mean,
like
it's, like
2 years and then commute? Or
yeah, I'm
you're
gonna go
just
2
full
years,
MCC
and then
grad?
I'm gonna 2 years. I'm gonna build up my credit score those 2 years when I turn 18, and I'm gonna apply for my own loans and go to Eastern and go to UConn.
It's not a bad gig.
'Cause UConn's
It's
better.
cheap.
It's a good gig.
It's mad cheap. I'm gonna come
You're
out with
going
like
out of state.
less than
It's good.
$50,000 in debt.
You're
That's
the only
path.
one going out of state.
I know, but your daddy's paying for
You
yours.
nervous?
Out of state. It's crazy, man.
Daddy's got a Tesla.
New York, though. New York is dope.
Binghamton.
Nah, but Corona like really fucked up my whole entire like
Corona fucked
college
everything
search.
up.
That's how you.
Not me,
think,
though.
man.
Not a freshman.
Like it really messed up the whole
true.
thing because if Corona didn't happen, I probably wouldn't be going to MCC, and I probably have something else going on. Like I'd probably be working my ass off trying to go to.
I mean, you don't diss it.
Yeah, man.
I'm not mad
Now
at
you get
it.
to
No,
go to
it's free
you get to
school.
go to college for
MCC
cheaper.
is free school.
Exactly. And
So I'm
you
not
get
mad.
to commute. Out of state fun over here.
Binghamton, man, in the suit.
What are you moving in?
August.
August.
Late, like
That's
middle?
August.
It's like 20th or something. Gonna be out of here quick.
That's whack.
Summer's flying already.
Yeah.
3
man.
hours away, bro.
It's-
What are we gonna
It's
do?
moving quick.
What are we gonna do?
He'll be back, man. He'll be back by Thanksgiving. All of us, pretty much.
It's true.
It's true.
But
All right, so let's talk about like Corona. Let's talk about our beginning of our senior year.
Yeah.
Like what went on during our beginning of our senior year.
Before,
It's kind of like a
pre-corona.
This is yes, we're
Pre-Rona.
talking about beginning of senior year.
Right.
Pre-corona.
That is pre-corona.
Pre-corona.
But like when we started senior
pre-
year, it was normal as hell, dude.
I mean,
There was nothing stressful.
Average
It was
year.
an average year.
no one's expecting anything.
My senior year is gonna be
significantly
so much
to
different than
happen.
yours.
Oh yeah, it's gonna
Yeah.
no. Yours is gonna be better.
Mine's gonna be no. Are you-
Yours is probably gonna be
Mine's
better.
gonna be
No,
whack.
in terms of the experience, probably
Yeah,
not.
no, my
In terms
senior
of
Actually,
year
yeah,
could be
that's
so
very
whack.
true.
We're gonna have to wear masks in school, and then we're doing like
mask.
yeah, and then we're doing them like half the kids show up at a time, and then the other half do virtual school, or that's
For
the
real?
plan at least. Yeah,
They can
so-
like cut the half the kids.
half
going
the kids
and
are
half
going,
The kids don't.
and I don't even know if we're gonna do soccer. It's still like up in the air.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
that
I hope
kinda
you guys
sucks.
get soccer.
Yeah.
I mean,
Definitely
it's,
no
it's
hockey.
in Connecticut.
No
so
hockey is indoor.
Well, yeah, because it's like local soccer
That
groups
is
pretty
true.
much. So
All in state.
Yeah,
That's sweet.
you're not going out of state.
it's not like
anywhere.
NBA where it's literally everywhere.
Right.
I don't know, man. Hockey for sure. No, it's an indoor sport.
Yeah,
Maybe.
that sucks.
You won't have hockey?
Nope.
Just gotta
But
show.
dude, fourth quarter grades, straight A's.
Oh yeah, it's
Same.
so no, you're so
the
lucky
Corona
because
boost.
of that. That's actually mad lucky because
True,
now
that is
you can
ultimate.
apply to like any
like
college
a
and probably
4.3
get
weighted
accepted.
this quarter.
Corona
It's
either
I don't
helped
know.
you or it just
Well,
hurt you.
what if like everyone did better and then like colleges look at it? It's the Corona effect,
Actually, yeah,
and
it's
they just
very true.
negate
I feel
everything.
like
Corona curve.
the people
the
that
Corona
the
curve.
people that did bad still. The people that did good. I feel like the people that did average did better. So I feel like
Yeah,
there's
for
going to
sure.
be more people doing better.
I was pretty average.
I
And
mean,
then
if you just did the work, easy.
it was the easiest quarter
It's
of my entire
all
life.
online, and you could cheat for literally everything.
I never cheated, bro. Academic integrity. Come on now.
Yeah, I never cheated. No, I never cheated.
Cap.
Never
Oh.
cheated.
In terms
Not
of
once. Not once.
In
did I
terms of
cheat.
the experience for online learning, I'd give
AP
it like,
tests were whack.
I'd give it for
all the
You
tests
messed
were
up your
whack.
AP test twice.
I know, but
How does that even work? You have to like email them and
yeah,
then
I had
retake
to
it.
redo it and retake it. But
You're
we're
lucky.
getting them tomorrow. No, we get them.
We're getting the
we get them
tomorrow?
Thursday. Thursday. No,
Oh,
Wednesday.
Thursday.
Yeah, it goes
We're getting the scores.
Thursday.
Oh shit. Dude.
Damn.
5 for
You
me.
got lucky. You didn't even know how to do the first one, and the
I
second one was
know.
so much
I
easier.
would've got
They
it.
cobbled together some
That was the
bullshit
easiest
second
one,
exam.
Guaranteed.
You got lucky.
What's up?
I hate how Econ's 2. I had 4 AP tests. I had 2 on the same day, and I hate the 45-minute format. It was
Dude, I
whack.
loved it.
What?
It was
So
really
if
easy.
you
was
didn't know
so
a
much
question,
better.
I was shook if I didn't know a question.
Why?
I feel like just getting it out of the way and just getting it done was so much better than staying there for 2
Yes.
hours.
I like to plan ahead though. Like for Gov, I had to type
Yeah,
2
it was
essays.
ultimate
and it was just
adrenaline
like you have to
rush,
read
no
it and then
doubt.
just go. You had
Oh,
no time to think.
you had
How long
Gov?
did you have?
No time.
How long did you have to do
45
it?
minutes for each test.
Damn.
Right?
Yeah, that's true. That's
I didn't
crazy.
take any AP,
I didn't
so-
have any like heavy writing ones.
I had Lang and Gov. It was F. And then
Oh, you had writings.
Econ was
yeah.
just like math pretty much. Econ was light.
Econ was like, dude, if you just wrote down the formulas, anybody could have took it.
I
You
know.
at least got a 3. Dude.
You were so mad.
Dude, the
But I didn't know any of the formulas.
I didn't write down anything, bro. I came into that thing and like, yo, what's up? I got this. I was shitting my pants, man, looking at that.
And then you didn't even submit it correctly. You did that on purpose, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I tried to submit an AP test. I tried to submit it. Man.
Just talking to College Board.
Yeah, college boards.
College Board's getting
I
sued.
know.
College Board's
Yeah.
getting fucking sued.
For
Are
what?
they really?
Yeah.
Wait,
by like
why?
a lot of people. Because
what?
just the whole thing was so whack. Like a lot
It
of
is kinda whack,
Because
I'm not
we're
gonna lie.
lucky. Like a lot of people don't have just like
Oh,
internet and
computers.
shit.
Oh,
Access.
So like they're just like how the hell? And then people from other countries, it's like they have to make all the tests at the same time so people don't cheat. So people taking the test from other countries have to take it like 3 a.m.
Right. Right.
Which is
Oh,
whack.
I did see
yeah.
a lot of that.
Damn.
So whack. So they're getting sued for like millions of dollars. Which is they have a fucking monopoly. So
Yeah, fuck college board as it is.
That's
dude.
actually so true. They're
Dude.
literally
the
monopoly.
worst.
Literally like the only place to find your SAT scores and
It's
stuff.
true. They run
They
all
They
that.
run it
Monopoly.
all.
We did learn this in econ. Monopolies.
Oligopoly.
Oh,
I miss
Monopoly.
econ, dude. That was such a good class.
High school, man. We're done.
I'm not.
Oh, yeah, you're
we're,
still
we're
there. but
Bobcat alums, bro.
Yo, do you remember
the
that?
fact that,
I'm never going
it
back.
went by so quickly.
do you remember
like,
that?
From the time we went from Corona to end of high school,
Oh,
literally
yeah.
went
Dude,
by like that.
summer has been flying by this year.
Flying.
Yeah, it's already mid-July, dude. Like, that's insane.
And it's weird because if you think about it, we had summer for longer because school just ended.
It
Oh,
just,
yeah.
well, we've been sitting at home, so like
I've
we're
been
kind of
doing
used to it
nothing.
now.
We graduated a month ago.
It doesn't even feel like a month ago.
Not
Yeah, how was your
Not
grad?
him,
What did you
it's
guys do?
It
for
was
graduation?
drive-through.
You did drive-by, like a birthday
Drive-through.
drive-by. That's so
Yeah,
whack.
pretty much.
Drive-through.
Was it F?
It was all right.
It was
like
good.
it was the best. I think it was.
It
The
was
best
really
they
well
could've done.
organized. It was
Yeah.
really well
Was
organized.
it
Yeah.
Would you have like people line up on the street as you drive by? And
Yeah, well,
stand
they
and cheer
had
for you?
like all the teachers went to the middle school, and so we like everyone drove through there and got to.
Yeah,
At
that
the
was
middle
that
school?
was sick.
Yeah, so,
I
like,
saw-
final
Wait, so you said hi to your
and
middle school
stuff.
teachers?
They were
Yeah.
a bunch of them.
A
were there
couple of
too,
them, yeah.
I couldn't remember most of my middle school teachers.
Miss
Middle school,
Majority.
I found some ultimate middle school teachers.
Middle school is F. Middle school is
Mr.
F time.
Mr. Lepak was there too.
Mr.
Lepak.
Lepak?
Gave him a
He
little-
said, hey,
gave him
Mr.
a
He's
little-
a
Lepak.
middle school teacher.
Yeah.
Is
Shout
it
out Pat.
really?
Shout out
Shout
Pat.
out
Shout out Pat.
Shout out Mr.
What does he
Lepak.
teach? History?
Science.
Science.
He teaches science? What a genius. What, like seventh, like 7th grade?
Genius science. I think he teaches 6th or 7th.
I think we'll have soccer. We're doing training sessions with like run by pack.
Yeah.
Run by pack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And they're F though.
Mr. Lepak.
What do you mean?
Oh, Mr. Lepak. Like he's like, day one, he was like, you guys been doing your homework? And we were like, maybe. He's like, 150 push-ups right now. We're like,
No mercy.
No break. It was F, and then we had to run like 3 miles. Just no mercy. It was ultimate though.
That's what's up.
Now I'm sore.
That's what's up.
What have
Gonna
you
see
been
if
doing?
all that hard
Are
work
you gonna
paid
still? Cause like, are you even like going to the turf anymore? Cause of soccer.
No, yeah, I'm still training and stuff, but we
For
don't.
next year.
I don't know what's happening, man. My coach isn't. Well, I don't know. He probably doesn't have information to give us that much, but we don't know.
Trinity D3.
Yeah,
Dude, if you guys play Eastern, I gotta pop out at that.
we'll play them probably next year.
You were Jeremy.
Probably in the next 3 years.
Does
But-
Jerem play?
Is he gonna play?
Yeah. Oh yeah, true. He's not.
I mean,
Not
like
anymore.
the only stories I've heard of, like the underclassmen playing, is if they just have like a breakout performance.
Yeah.
Because they have all the spots locked up.
Very unlikely.
I mean, Dante's literally went there for a starting spot. Like he's playing.
You had D1 offers though, didn't you?
Yeah, it's Central.
But then you're like they. kinda
Brian
ripped
was
you
on my
off.
door for sure.
Were they really? That's stiff, dude.
Yeah, definitely. I could.
Where's Bryant?
Rhode Island?
Out of state. I'm staying in state, bro.
and say it's so much cheaper.
It's true they got the tuition.
Very
bro.
cheap.
How much you paying?
I don't want to disclose the numbers like that, bro.
Keep that on the
I
low.
You got
nice,
bread.
I got a nice scholarship.
You got
though.
too much bread. Do you really?
Yeah,
Nice.
Man,
they knew. They
Bro.
knew what they were missing.
I gotta get a. How like big is senior year? It's not that big, is it? They don't look at senior year like junior.
I mean,
year.
I
But
don't
look at
think
the-
no,
the
I don't
junior
think it
years.
matters.
No,
like,
Yeah.
junior
second
year-
semester is like
Oh yeah, second.
It's
Well,
first
semester,
and
though.
second,
They just gotta make sure you're
exactly.
on track. If you like do F
If you do F,
junior
F.
year,
Yeah, first and
but if
second
you do like
semester is
B's,
all
they
that
don't
matters.
care.
I mean, I think it honestly, it probably depends on
When the colleges look at you.
on when you apply,
Mm.
like when you send in your application. If you send your stuff in November, like you're chilling. Like they're not gonna look at that semester because it's not even done yet.
That's true.
You know.
I don't know. I don't even. Some colleges aren't even taking SATs anymore, which is whack.
I know.
Yeah, I
that's
like
gonna
that.
be a whole new world.
No,
I mean,
because
for-
I did good on the PSAT.
I mean, they're making it optional.
My sophomore year grades were F, like not FF, but like they were bad.
Yeah.
So like I kind of need a good SAT.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about the SAT.
No.
It's an interesting issue, you know, like the way that they kind of rely on it, like super heavy. Like it's literally
It's
half
one
the selection
test.
progress.
Also, the thing I don't like about the SAT is that you can take it over and over again until you just get
Right.
the greatest score.
And then like
Yeah.
so
It's
some kids just will just
it's like the kids who can
Well-
pay for it
Right.
are gonna get obviously higher scores than the kids that can't pay for
Right.
it, which is
It's
whack.
weird because
That's
it doesn't you all the questions on it really are based off like your last 3 years of high school,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like a separate kind of thing. It's different. It's weird. I don't like.
Right.
I kind of agree with schools like not
and it's
wanting
only
it
it's only 2 units. It's just English and math.
because they should be looking at your grades, like how'd you do progressing through your high school career, not like
Yeah,
how'd you
like
do on this one specific
if-
test that you maybe took.
If
2
you're a
times.
bad test taker and you can't afford more SATs, you're fucked.
It's true.
Yeah.
I've always been like, I remember back like in beginning of high school, I was always so against like midterms and finals, especially
fuck midterms.
determining.
like being like 10% of your
Yeah,
grade
there's such a
each.
big percentage.
It's like, dude,
if you
nobody's retaining that.
Yeah.
You're just going back and cramming for a week.
exactly,
You know?
that's the main thing about school is like people just do the lowest. Like I've retained like nothing
Right.
from a lot of my classes,
And that's the thing,
it's
like,
just to pass.
how do you, like, what's even, when you get to that level, though, it's like, what are you even trying to accomplish with school?
It's just specific knowledge that you
You know?
you really don't
I
need
think
that
just
much.
I think just the whole point of school is just to throw a bunch of topics and then see which one like interests you.
Right.
I think it's the main purpose of just elementary school through high school is just to see what you want to study in college.
I can
Yeah.
agree with that actually.
That's an interesting point. Yeah.
I never really
I think
thought about that.
I think it's only once you get to college, it's when like you actually start retaining shit and actually like start actually learning. Well, obviously you learn in high. I've learned a shitload in high school.
well, you learn like general
but like
education
in college is when you
stuff
learn how to like do shit that'll affect your future.
Right. That's true.
specific.
Everything you learn from elementary school to high school is all general education.
Right.
So
Sure.
that's what you get your high school diploma for. It's
basics.
general education, pretty much. It's you can go into any work field that requires a high school diploma, 18 and plus, and it's just that's what it is. That's all. It's based off of general education. That's for like almost every single job.
You know what? Freaking. I hate how in our school at least they do like the honor roll and shit.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah.
do it just unweighted. So you
Oh,
can
yeah.
take all APs and then the kid with all CPs could have like better
Locking
grades
it
than you.
up.
And then they justify by being like kids who aren't that smart work just as hard in all CPs.
Right.
Than all the kids who are smart in all APs, and that's such
That's
bullshit.
cap.
Yeah.
That is cap.
That's such bullshit.
One of those cap. That's cap.
So many, so many kids at the CP classes are just lazy fuckers.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Think about like the classes in that one hallway in our school, like the health hallway. Like the people that take those really like slow classes.
Like
they could all have just
All those
A's.
technical
team
classes
sports.
and stuff. Yeah.
people getting C's in team sports.
true.
Dude, what are you doing?
That's true.
I took like 3 CPs. No, like 2 CPs this year.
I took
just a
CP
bunch of
math,
dummies,
bro.
man.
Fuck honors, man.
I'm sorry.
What?
Just a bunch of
That
dummies.
is a bunch
Oh,
of dummies.
I can't-
Bro,
you making fun of
dude,
me?
no, not everyone takes CP. Is
No,
stupid.
not everybody, but my law and justice class, man. Oh, Jesus.
I know, I can understand that. I can understand that.
I think you say this all the time, that high school is just, like, if you do bad in high school, it's just a matter of being lazy.
Yeah.
High school is.
I mean,
work
that
ethic.
might not be the case for
I mean,
certain
there's
classes,
there's
but
a lot of like. Obviously, it's a tough time for everyone. You know.
like, there's so
like,
much
there's
shit going on in high
definitely
school.
yeah. There's definitely
But,
a lot
like, if
on the
you're,
plate.
like, D's and F's, you're just a lazy
Right, like,
person.
That-
yeah, that's definitely true.
Like, I can imagine, like, C's and B's, and, like,
or you just don't see the point.
yeah.
You know, like if
Yeah.
you don't have any future education,
If you,
like,
if you're, like,
interests or anything,
I know, I played
could-
with a kid
I
in
could see
hockey who, like, his dad owns a business,
Right.
and then he, like, inherited it after high school, so it's like he really didn't have to,
right, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
like, didn't have to try.
I mean, but how many cases of that is there actually?
Not many. A lot of people are just,
Like kids just not trying. You mean?
Like how
Oh,
many
like,
kids are
have
actually
have
like,
another
have
thing
something
set up.
after?
Right.
Very
Yeah,
few.
It's true.
I guess, I don't know. A lot of people just don't realize how important this shit is.
They don't take advantage of their opportunities that are given to them. 'Cause
Opportunity cost.
if you go to if you go to our school, especially South Windsor High School, like that's like the jackpot of like a lot of schools over the country. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Like,
we are
our
a
school-
jackpot school. Like if you go here, you should be like extremely grateful for.
Yeah,
what
we
you
all
have.
get our own.
It's a good
our own
community,
laptops, our own
good people,
MacBook.
good teachers.
Yeah, Dante, you want to like start us off? Like, let's go back to the beginning of when Corona hit us.
Yo, so do you guys remember that last Friday before
Yeah.
everything went down?
Pre-Rona Friday.
Pre-Rona.
I mean, that wasn't
Friday.
pre-Rona. That
want
was
I think I'm
pre-cancellation.
gonna say it was Friday, March 13th.
No, that's
You
like
know the
exact.
exact
No, that
date.
is exact date actually.
The new date.
It was
wrote
a
it down
Fri- it was
for me.
Friday the 13th.
Was it actually?
Yeah, when we
No
left.
lie.
That's fucked.
Not even kidding.
I called it like a week in advance. I was like, "We're gonna get school canceled," and no one believed
Yeah,
me.
but who would have thought it was to this extent?
I
Like,
remember-
I thought we were gonna.
It was like a
we'll-
month.
We'll be away for a bit and then we'll come back and everything.
So
will be
like bring it
normal.
back a little bit. I work at Nomads all the time.
Right.
So me and my friend Jack Cudla, you know,
Check out
we're
the-
sitting
Right
back
on.
behind the snack
No
counter
names.
and we're looking at it's literally fine. We're looking at the snack counter and there's like all the customers in front of us. It's kind of dying down. He pulls up this map. I'm like, what are you looking at? He's like, oh, I'm looking at how many Corona cases are in the U.S. And like the cases were all towards California. Like there were a ton in New York and stuff. Obviously all of them in China and stuff. But you could see like that one person that commutes across like near Bridgeport, Connecticut.
just fucked everyone.
And literally he fucked everyone. That was the one case that was recorded.
That
And from
one
there-
dude. Shout out to
I'm
you.
not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. Like there was this one person that commuted back and forth from Connecticut and who was tested positive for Corona.
I think.
Fucking John.
I
and
think
that
it was
whole
inevitable.
entire like from Bridgeport and it just sweeped Connecticut.
I think it. I mean, we're
Like
doing really good.
I
right now,
watched
aren't
it
we?
gradually increase every day at
We're
work.
top 3.
Yeah.
Like in the whole country right now.
I think it was inevitable, even if that one dude didn't travel to Bridgeport or whatever. Like
It was inevitable.
it was gonna happen either way. And I think what's interesting is like
inevitable.
all the states like Florida that are getting hit. They all have those people that are fighting for like no mask and shit. And it's all
It's absurd.
like older people is what I've noticed.
Like-
and I think it's because we have so much more shit. Corona affects us. I mean, it affects a lot of adults, but like we got school going on. Like every shit's getting canceled because of school, because of Corona. And I think the people that are saying no masks and shit like that, it just doesn't. Corona's not affecting them as much as other people.
I mean, clearly they're not listening to like
It
scientists. or
easily
anything, so-
affects adults more than
There's
us.
just idiots in the world.
Because we're like, oh, let's go do this, let's go do that. I don't really. We're kind of like visual learners, kind of. As younger people, we're visual learners, so we see like, oh, it's not really that bad outside. Why do we need to wear a mask? Why do we need to do this? Why do we need to do that?
A lot of people are
But-
easily just swayed.
Yeah.
Like this, they'll hear, see one thing online, and they'll
Oh
just be
my!
like, "Oh, yep."
Social media. Man.
My
True.
dad
Social media, man.
consistently
That's the
watched.
key.
The news is literally like what puts this shit on the map. Like if the news
Yeah.
wasn't here, I don't know. Like I don't know.
Fuck the media,
It's
dude.
true.
It's
Now-
my dad consistently watches like
CNN?
the news.
You a CNN guy?
CNN, pretty much, yeah. CNN. He watches it all the time, every single day. He comes home from work, he watches it, and just catches up on the new Corona facts.
Yeah, the news is rough.
Every-
But the news also, though, like, even if the news wasn't a thing, I mean, like, I will never forget. Again, I'm gonna throw another date. Wednesday, March 11th.
Why do you know all these dates?
Dude, I swear I will literally never forget the moment.
What happened?
What?
I was sitting at my dad's, and we're watching the NBA, watching like a late night game. It was like 9 o'clock,
Mhm.
and then he gets a text from my brother, who's like, so like they're canceling school.
I'm coming
Canceled?
home.
Literally, he was like, yeah, no, like school's done for me. He's like, I'm coming home for like a little while at least. And then as he's saying that, fucking Woj pops up on the TV. He's like, oh yeah, the NBA canceled the season.
Fucking Woj. That's the biggest Woj bomb.
Like that, like those two things happened at the same time. And I think that was also the night when our high school sent out the big memo
the
about
big
like,
notice.
like
We
Like
might.
school may
this
be
might
canceling in
happen.
the next
it was
couple
like
of
all the
days.
field trips are done until
Yeah.
April
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff. Like that was so insane.
Man.
And that's the craziest part. Like I know I didn't, but I know no one else even made like half the preparations that they wish they did in that week.
I think we, like, as a country, we were in such like a false sense of like we got this
Right.
handled, and we just didn't, not even close to have it handled.
Close.
And we were talking about this earlier. We like, it may not seem like we're super lucky, but like if this was like a high death rate virus,
Oh,
we'd
yeah.
be fucked.
We would be fucked.
Fucked.
So fucked.
And no,
we're
but
so
if it
lucky
was
that
a-
this only targets certain people.
If it was a high death rate virus, we'd literally all be sitting inside. We would not want to fuck with this virus. It would be over so much quicker if it was
People-
high death rate.
What's the thing? I feel like maybe people would take it more seriously. I
Yeah.
think it's because
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
I don't think people understand that just because they most likely won't die because Corona, like they're spreading it to other people. I
Right.
think that's the main reason why it's like people just don't care about it.
Yeah,
Right.
my mom worked in a nursing home when all this shit was going down, and she dropped out like 50% of the nursing home was infected with corona.
50%?
Yeah, at least
Christ.
50%.
Wait, like with like the old, they're like the most susceptible to it
yeah,
too.
so
Yeah.
she
That's
dipped.
crazy.
She dipped. She got tested. She wasn't positive, but her friend,
That's good.
her friend was pretty sure. But
Where'd
I'm
she
pretty sure
work?
it ran. It was in Massachusetts.
And that was like early too, right? That was
yeah,
like March.
I'm pretty sure it ran. She was in Mass, so I'm pretty sure it ran rampant through there,
Man, dude.
which is just really unfortunate.
I can remember like a week or two before like we actually got hit with it, like March 13th when we actually got hit with it.
March 13th.
March 13th,
Swear to God,
2020.
dude.
That's
Never
the
forget
day
that.
Corona
Never
hit and
forget
affected
that.
us all. Let's be honest.
It's
Come
gonna
on.
be the books, dude.
It's in the books.
It's in the fucking books.
Like people
We're
will
in
be
the
learning
books.
about this later
true.
on. Like kids will be learning about this in school later on. Like the great 2020 Corona
it
pandemic.
might be longer, dude. You don't know. We don't know when a fucking vaccine's coming.
Yeah, but I remember I was in my business communications class, and we have to write. We have to like summarize an article that we read at the beginning of every single class. We have to summarize an article that we read, and I remember everybody in that class consistent cases of Corona every single week leading up to that week. So I was like, I knew that shit like the back of my hand because I was doing all my stuff on Corona too. Like who wasn't?
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was I just remember that week beforehand, like everybody was talking about it, especially in that class. And then it just kind of blew by us, and we just got shut down, canceled. out of
It seems
school.
forever ago that this was just a Chinese, like
Yeah.
it was just China dealing with it. Like that was like a year ago.
China's past
Literally-
it now.
Yeah, man.
Like they're literally not infected right now.
Yeah, they're chilling now, or so we think, or so they say.
Are they? I'm pretty sure they are.
They
It's
probably
crazy
are.
because like
I don't doubt it.
I know for most people, especially like where we live, it didn't really like you didn't really know about like like it was always like kind of in the background, but
Yeah.
in like February, like early February, I remember we like after the schedule change and stuff, I had a class with Festi, and like we were just talking about like all the world issues and stuff that was going on at the time, and so like me and Josh and Jaron got to like see it from the very beginning. Like
Really?
we were
Like how it
we
grew?
were talking about it every single day.
Yeah.
Like from February, because I think we had the first person like confirmed in the U.S. in like February 2nd or
That's
something.
It was
Bridgeport
in like Seattle or
or-
something.
Yeah.
It was not a Bridgeport community. What are you talking about?
Bridgeport
It was in
community.
Seattle.
Oh, is that dude from Bridgeport?
It was
He's a dude from Bridgeport.
Dude from Bridgeport.
Dude from
Fucked
Bridgeport.
Everyone's
Exactly.
fucked
Fucked
Johnny
everyone.
Sins,
It was that one map,
Fucking
dude.
Ryan
Yo,
Ramsey.
Johnny Sins. He took on multiple
Does
professionals.
Johnny Sins get it? That's not real, is it?
No way.
No, I don't
Johnny
know.
Sins is
He
immune.
could survive it.
He's
No
a
doubt.
fit motherfucker.
No doubt he could survive it, dude. All the stuff he's got. You know how many things he's done in his life, dude? Astronaut,
Yeah, he's
fucking
pro-
fireman, doctor. I mean, he is really the
Fucking, he's a
ultimate beast.
Yo, he could just turn to a doctor and he's good.
You know?
He's good.
Yeah, he had that.
What states are like the worst? Florida.
Right
Florida.
New York's better now, aren't they?
Now, New York
no,
has
I'm
craziest response. Like they're
Yeah.
kicking ass.
I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like because New York just got hammered, but then like
They've recovered.
I
Yeah.
feel like that's really what needs to happen. We need to get like shit on by this virus to actually recover.
Well, that's the thing. Like we
Yeah.
did up
Actually, that's a
here
good
already.
point.
Think about China.
Like, we
Think
have
about
already
China.
done that. Like up here, it's just this. I think it's.
But now we're reopening. What if it regains
That's
again?
actually very
Right?
true. Like Connecticut is way better off than most states, I
Well,
think.
that's what I'm saying. Like most of the states that are getting hit really hard now didn't really get hit bad earlier.
Yeah.
You know, so they're still kind of like we already.
They're
are
yeah,
over
they're
the
new
hump.
to the experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know, man.
High school is going to be so. I don't, like opening public schools. I
gonna be
don't know
death.
how to do it. I don't know how they.
That's like
how do you
that's
do
over
that?
1,000 kids in each school that
How-
could
how are they
possibly
gonna
get
do that?
infected.
like what happens if
It's
one
also
kid
if
gets sick?
one kid gets infected,
They gotta
in
shut
high
down the school.
It's fucked. We're
yeah.
fucked.
This is what I'm saying. Like, you guys, if you do the like half the kids go one day and then half the other, or
Mm-hmm.
even if you did it like weekly, like 1 week you get school and then the
And then
next
1
week
week's
you're-
online.
They
Yeah.
could like turn it into a college type scenario. In,
All I
in a
want-
sense.
All I
mean?
don't want
Like-
is online, purely online. 'cause
Like
that would
they
be the
like you know how
worst.
colleges you sign up for your classes, you take your classes, you go there that specific time. Like obviously kids don't have transportation, but like buses can be kind of like they can improvise
Maybe.
a way kind of to do that. And that like maybe like 2 classes, 3 classes a day and then go home and they have different busing routes and stuff for the students
know,
to
man.
pick them up. It's like the whole state has to figure it out. in
Maybe
order
we'll
for
go
it to-
back to like middle school rules where it's like
Middle
when
school,
when class is over, you can't just go do whatever you want. You have to like
Oh,
strictly
yeah.
go to your class,
Oh,
put your
that's-
mask
Oh,
on.
the
shit.
hallways.
That's true.
The
Yeah.
hallways
You're a
could not
line
be
leader and
condensed
shit.
at all. It'd be like
the
Yeah,
hallways are always
hallways.
inside a hallway
Hallways.
at
There's gonna
once.
be those kids that just aren't gonna follow the rules, and like it's gonna be a shit.
teacher's
Hallway
gonna be
kids are just
pissed.
done, bro.
Hallway kids are done.
You thought
Imagine
you were
the
gonna
lobby
chill in
kids.
in the
Yeah.
in the hallway pre first period, bro. You're not
You're
going
done.
anywhere.
The lobby
You're
kids
You're
screwed.
done, yo. You got to figure something else out.
Man, it's
Also,
gonna be death.
even buses.
yeah.
Buses
like,
are gonna be. You're gonna have to
Like,
wear
how
a
is that
mask
gonna
the
work?
entire time.
They're
You're
gonna
just
have
have to wear masks from when you enter the bus to when you get home. Like no exceptions.
Yeah, but what about touching stuff too? Like you're gonna
I
need
mean, it's
gloves.
like-
You're gonna have to bring your own. Yeah, it's true. You're gonna have to bring your
You're
own.
gonna
This is
need
what
to bring
shit.
your own gloves.
Like
It's-
they can't give out shit,
It's an impossible task.
It is.
It is so impossible.
This is like
dude. Don't.
it's
you're stressing me
indoor.
out.
It's,
It's so
indoor. And
true.
there's 1,300 kids at their school.
yeah.
I just want sports. That's all I care about.
Honestly,
haven't
like
seen
I,
this
I think I don't think
Blah,
sports
blah,
are
blah,
happening.
blah.
Now that I think about it,
You don't think-
I hate to say it, but
Yeah.
maybe practices. If the
Yeah.
cases keep getting better, and like Connecticut is just really chilling, maybe.
If Connecticut's really chilling, because we're doing good right now, but we're gonna have to keep doing good and not get that like second wave that people are talking about.
I don't think we will. Hopefully not.
How would that? I don't know.
It just has to do with the winter and like being inside for more things. I think is why people are predicting that.
If we're inside more, wouldn't it go down? It go down?
No, because if you're
Oh, you're right.
like it's
'cause-
just higher density.
yeah,
Oh, I see what you
You
mean.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
same air and stuff.
Maybe the cold will.
Oh, maybe the cold will freeze it.
Yeah,
freeze the
Yeah,
virus.
so it's like
maybe
freezing.
that's a good idea.
It's not. It started like
Well, no,
in the
because
co-
it
in, like,
thrives in cold environments.
November.
So you gotta,
No, it would
you gotta
freeze it.
burn that, right?
Yep. No second wave.
Nope. I
No
watched
second
Joe
wave,
Rogan
dude.
podcast. Temperature has nothing to do with it. That's what he said.
we better get a vaccine soon. End of summer, says Trump.
I'm
You
not
believe that?
just- I'm
a
not
lie.
trusting a
That's a lie.
vaccine
It takes
within a year.
over a year
Bruh.
What do you
to
mean?
create a
Dude,
vaccine.
Within a year.
Within
yeah.
a year.
What if it's tested
When
and
I-
it's
when
like
I saw
we
something-
tested it? It's foolproof.
I definitely would not take it within a
Are you-
year.
you're-
It takes-
100 I would not take it within a year. No way. I heard
Yeah,
stuff that it
no,
would take
I
like within
agree
3
with
years.
Anti-vax kid.
I'd rather
Hell
not
no.
take it.
I would
I'd
take
rather
it in
not
3
take it.
years, but if it's like some Russian ass vaccine like within a year, you think I'm taking that
Well,
shit?
yeah,
What if it's an
Well, no,
American
it's probably
vaccine?
it's definitely
I don't know.
tested
I
on
still
multiple
wouldn't
people
trust it
for us.
within a year. No way.
I would. Maybe. I feel like most people would, so you'd be fine because most people would have it, and then like they wouldn't spread it to you. But I think I would trust it. I would take that
That's
shit. Also, whoever comes up with the vaccine is
Okay,
going to make
buddy.
fucking bank.
Oh, that's true.
They're going to make bread. Whoever comes up with the
That's the
vaccine.
goal.
Next gold rush, bro.
It's true. They're going to make billions of dollars.
Coronavirus vaccine.
Like worldwide,
Billions.
too, international. They're going to be... How's Italy doing? Are they still
Chilling.
fucked?
They're chilling.
Are they actually?
Yeah.
Legit.
Did they run rampant?
It's the people that got
Europe
hit
is
hard.
just-
Those are the
So
people
America
big
is
now.
just the worst.
Yeah.
By far.
I
It's
just saw a startling article too. Where
A startling
No,
article.
Startling
It was
article.
It was scary because it said it was talking about how some people were getting corona again after they already had it. So maybe
So you can't, like, build
there's
an
a short-term
antibody?
No, yeah,
antibody.
yeah.
However, after a while it goes away, so you might be able to get
You
it.
So that's
build
what, second wave?
antibodies over the first 3 months, and then it slowly progresses down.
Yeah,
So you can easily catch it.
I don't know
again.
if that's proven, but if that is the case, then how's it ever gonna end? Until we get a vaccine.
I can't believe... Like, what other country is as bad as us? Or are we just by far the worst?
By far. I mean, like, that's the thing with
why
the
do you
data.
think
No,
that
we
is that?
passed China like quick.
Why do you
I
think
saw
that
a
is, though?
meme on this.
Saw a meme.
I saw a meme
Are
on
we
this.
just the stupidest country?
I mean, there's a lot of things.
I think it's because freedom is such a huge value.
It could be, but it also, like, I don't know. Honestly, like, I'm not educated enough on the topic to say.
Like, some bold
It's
statement.
baffling to me that it's not a bigger issue in, like, India.
Is it?
Like, where the density is
Well, yeah, where the
so
population
high
density is
in,
yeah,
like,
absurd.
bigger places.
Is it?
Well,
Are
they're
we
used
getting
to
more
living
testing, or is that not the thing? Like
No,
everybody's
we
getting
definitely
tested?
have more testing going on here.
And also,
than
are we
most
like the
places,
highest in
but
deaths and everything, or just confirmed cases? Do you know?
Everything.
I think
Literally across the board.
We are really an unhealthy country. I saw something like
Yeah.
That's
maybe
true.
like our diet and stuff. Like, you know how a lot
Yeah,
of
like-
people are obese, so maybe
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
Obesity
and
is
people
the
who are
number
obese
one-
have
and it's also
having
like countries
obese-
like Japan, dude. Japan, like they have the strictest like recycling
that's
laws,
what I'm
cleaning
saying.
Yeah.
laws.
Like, they just locked it down.
I think it's because a lot of other other countries' governments have more control.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's a good or bad thing. I'm just
Yeah.
saying that's why, like in situations like these, that's a way that it helps.
That's why China was so good.
Because yeah, they put the country on lockdown.
You know?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, you leave your house, like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
No leaving the house.
Jeez.
That shit was scary when it first popping up though. You would see people like falling.
Oh, in China. Oh god.
So messed up. But they built like a fucking hospital in a week. We could
I
never do that
know,
here.
I
We
know.
could
Wait a minute,
never
wait a
do
minute,
that
hold
here.
on.
That video was
They built a
nuts.
hospital.
Yeah,
in a
it
week?
wasn't like an advanced hospital.
Full
They
ass
just
hospital,
They
though.
literally just made a little hospital in a week.
What?
It's like we could never do that here.
Well, no,
Yeah,
we
you
could
never saw
we
that?
could probably do that. If we got a lot of people together, we could
Maybe.
definitely do that. Come on.
we could probably do
Come
that.
on, we
Teamwork.
could probably do that. Team makes work.
100 people can pull that off.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Come on.
I don't know, dude. I just want this to be over. I don't know how. I think we still got a year before shit
I
really
think
starts dying
more.
down.
I
Bro,
think more.
What about also like corona with the flu, man? That could be a big thing.
Oh, when flu season hits,
like if
This
if
is
it's
what we're
still
talking
around,
about
like
here.
it can get worse potentially, maybe.
really could.
I think that.
Well,
also
no,
has a
I
lot
don't
to
think
do
it'll get
with the-
worse.
It could get worse before it gets
I don't
better.
think it's going to get worse. I think it's going to make it more confusing because then people are going to have the flu and then they're also going to have the coronavirus,
true.
which is like
Just
isn't
stress the fuck
the
out.
coronavirus is just a mutation from the flu, right?
It's just.
It's not a mutation, but it's like it's
Yeah.
the
It's
It's
same.
it's like a different kind. It's the same thing pretty
Yeah.
much. So it's really hard to tell the difference. So it's going to just make things really confusing.
How much do how much does testing cost now? It's not as expensive as it was.
dirt cheap.
Yeah.
Really? Like,
Dirt cheap. I'm
It
pretty
used
sure.
to be like
I'm
thousands.
pretty sure anybody can get a test.
Colleges
That's
are
ultimate. That's
colleges
good.
are making everybody get a test.
Yeah.
Really?
If you're
Yeah.
going
In
to college, you got to get one.
Connecticut. I don't know about.
Yeah. No. When I
Like
go
if
to
you
school,
move in, you have to get
literally
tested.
every single kid that's going on campus is
We
getting
gotta-
tested.
we gotta
That's
get
like
something.
13,000 kids.
Isn't it like multiple times a
like
month?
5 days too.
Huh? You don't get tested multiple times.
Yeah,
Where's the thing?
I swear it's multiple times per month. Like they have to,
Yeah.
they have
I
like
bet
they
it is. I
have
bet it is.
the ability to test you whenever they want to when you're
That's
staying
good
there.
though, because you could test like on Wednesday and then on Thursday you could have it. It's like
It's true.
you never know.
I guess it's worth the risk. I mean, worth the pain of getting something shoved up your nostril.
Good thing about staying home, I don't have to get tested for it if I'm going to MCC.
That's true.
So
True. How far away is MCC from your house? Like 30 minutes?
literally 5 minutes away from both my houses.
5 minutes?
Yeah. From my mom's house, it's like probably
is
10
multiple
minutes away.
locations.
That is
And then
sick.
it's 5 minutes from my dad's house. It's
Hmm.
down the street from my dad's house. So it was either like I could commute to Eastern and like spend 20 minutes of my day driving there and then sitting there for like 3 hours sitting for my classes to start and end or whatever. And then I can go back to my house and have just an awful fucking day. Or I can just go to my class, go back home.
Yeah.
The drive to Eastern is elite, though.
It
Oh
is,
my
yeah.
God.
I have to agree with that. It's
Was
a
it
good
romantic?
drive. It's a really good drive.
The drive out there is so nice.
To
Dude.
Eastern?
Yeah.
That's where I used to live.
Are you driving yourself? No, probably not.
Solo.
You're not bringing like a
Don't know.
car or anything to Binghamton, are you?
Freshman year, I don't think you can even
Yeah.
have one.
No.
Mm.
That's most colleges can't have a car
Colleges
first
don't
year.
vibe with that.
Freshman.
Yeah, freshmen don't have to really worry about that yet.
You guys gotta bring your. You guys, we gotta talk.
You gotta.
We can't separate. I mean, I'll still be with them, but
I'll be home.
Yeah,
you're gonna be
we'll-
far away, bro.
Well, Bonds could just hook up with Lemon and Kyle on the weekends.
It's true,
bro.
dude. I could bag with Lemon and Kyle whenever I want.
Oh yeah.
Where's Rohan going to college?
UConn.
Oh,
Yeah.
word.
And he might not be rooming, dude.
Yeah,
you
if
have
I
only
was
singles.
I was thinking about. Oh, really?
They
Only
changed
singles.
That's
it?
kind of dope.
That's
Actually, no.
true.
I think Ron is
So-
probably rooming.
so
He's in like the
legit-
really nice dorms there.
Like
That's kinda
half the kids just are like, yeah, no, you're not coming here.
Oh
Like
yeah.
you have to commute. So I think they had to. I mean, they must have had to prioritize all the out of staters. So being in state and getting a room is probably really tough. You know what I mean? So there's a
Yeah.
good chance he might have to commute.
He
I
has
mean,
his
it's
own
only like
car.
an hour drive. I was thinking because I want to go to UConn, but if I get
No, it's like a
accepted,
20-minute drive to UConn.
Yeah, you're tripping.
is it?
UConn.
It's
Is
20
it?
minutes, yeah.
Okay, I'm tripping. But like, I
It
was
was
thinking
not a drive yet. He's a recommend, sorry.
It's okay.
if I get
freshman
accepted,
year.
I was like, I didn't know whether I should get a dorm or if I should just go home every day.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But all my cousins I talked to said that it's just like experience wise, you should for sure.
Yeah,
get a dorm.
no, that's what you're paying for. You're literally paying for experience. You're
Right.
you're paying
Yeah.
for a social life there, pretty much.
'Cause you can just be a different person once you
Like,
get to college.
I
no
did
one
a-
knows you.
I did a lot of thinking when I chose my college and stuff, and my parents were like, "No, you got to commute. Like going to college, like you don't really need that." But then my dad was like, "You should definitely go to college. Like you need the social experience." Like he's like, "That's where you meet all your friends. That's where you meet everyone who you're gonna hang out with."
One positive to Corona is that I've had a shitload of free time, like a metric shitload.
A lot of free time.
Oh yeah.
However,
But like the problem comes up is like I don't know how to use it.
Right.
No, I've literally been watching Netflix. Watching Netflix.
That's bum.
Xbox.
That's
it.
ultimate bum.
That's it.
Maybe not. What show?
Regular show.
That's pretty good.
Regular
mean,
show.
That's okay.
Friends,
Now-
regular
what-
show. Those are the shows.
I mean, now
I
that we
mean-
have so much free time, I wonder what kids have been doing, because it could either be a huge plus to some people or a huge negative, like
think-
some people.
Yeah, that's true. I think for kids in other states, because since our state is so good, it's like I feel like parents in our states are easier like allowing their kids to go out and hang out with
Right.
kids. But like if you're a kid in Florida, it's like you can't just go hang out. Your state is just getting
State is a
destroyed.
fucking swamp, is what you're saying.
So I think we're just lucky.
She got a swamp.
Yeah, no.
What have you been doing?
Like, I don't know. I think I can't imagine how different I would be like right now if none of this had ever happened.
That's true.
Like the stuff that I've like done in the past 3 months, like I can't imagine having like not having all the time to just like like learn more stuff,
Yeah.
take more time for myself, and like all that
Sure.
kind of stuff has been super important. You know.
Yeah.
I think you have so much more time to improve yourself, you know, because like, especially since high school was just canceled.
Literally, like
Canceled.
you just had all kinds of time to do whatever the fuck you want.
My online work took like an hour, and then I spend the rest of the time figuring out what I could do because I don't want to just sit in my basement
Right.
or watch TV all day.
Right.
Yeah, for me personally, I know this may sound like kind of selfish, but I think it's a good look. Because of Corona, I feel like I've definitely improved tremendously as a person. No, like no joke. With all the free time, I've just been able to do things that I never would have done with school. I feel like I've just improved myself really. I've been reading. I've made a schedule for myself every day. What I
Yes,
need to do.
yeah.
I'm reading every day. I'm meditating. That's about it. No, just kidding. But I'm just doing a bunch of more stuff. Just being more productive with my time. You know, learning how to code and all that stuff. So
Learning how to code. You've been learning how to code.
Oh
Yes,
yeah, that's what he
I
wants to
have.
major in, dude.
Oh,
What do you
Damn,
what
okay.
what language you learn?
Python.
Python.
What about Java?
That's good.
No,
Java,
I'm
C++?
learning Python first.
Python's good.
Trying to get classes right
Good.
now.
That's classic.
Classes, functions.
I
all
like
that
what you said
good
about
stuff.
schedules, dude, because if without a schedule, I'd be fucking lost. I would have no idea what to do.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I am right now. I just don't have a schedule. I'm just kind of doing whatever.
Yeah.
That's
I-
F.
It's
That's
literally like
ultimate
you
F.
sit home, you do nothing. There's really nothing to do.
Like literally, I've tried to do schedule. Honestly, I haven't really tried to do scheduling. I remember
It's
like
so
at
good.
the beginning of like when school got canceled and all that kind of stuff. Like I remember a few teachers had put out a blocked out day for like what to do each hour and all that kind of stuff. No way I was ever doing that. Waking up at 7:30 when I had online classwork due at the end of the week, not happening.
Beginning of Corona for me, I just did my work and I was like, fuck all. I just did whatever. YouTube, Xbox. I mean, Xbox lit. We can't lie about that, but where's that going to get me? Well, unless I become a pro gamer, like I've been planning on doing.
But you could be pro gamer.
I
Pro
think
gamer.
making a schedule for yourself is super important because when we went to high school, your schedule was laid out for you. It's like class.
You need
lunch.
structure.
You had like freedom, but you didn't have a ton. You kind of just had
But like,
Right.
yeah, you had structure, exactly. You knew what you were doing at certain times. After school, you'd go to soccer and then do your homework and then go like do whatever.
Yeah.
But then like, school was canceled and it's like you do your work, and then what do you do?
Fucking canceled. No, for real though, that's true. And I think whenever I did decide to like kind of get in a rhythm of doing stuff, having that kind of familiarity in what I was doing like day to day was super helpful, even just like for your mental state. Like when everything is so uncertain and like we had just canceled school and all that shit, like just having like a kind of routine of what you were doing was big.
It's ultimate.
It was big.
I think I don't actually have a schedule. I just have a big checklist of things that I want to get
That do each
accomplished in
day.
the day.
Right.
I have a goal,
To-do list.
and today I just started a goal for the week. So I just have something that I want to get done for this week. But I have a
Awesome.
goal for the day and a checklist like protein shake, read, enjoy work, coding, all that stuff.
Right.
So it's just like
Do
I
you
just
practice
get it done.
that shit at home, like coding?
Yeah. Well, right now I don't have a computer, so I'm just looking at YouTube videos. I'm not actually coding, but I'm still trying to learn.
That's ultimate.
Ultimate PC.
New MacBook.
I'm gonna get my new MacBook soon enough. Soon enough.
Yeah, you college kids always got the new MacBook.
New MacBook, huh?
I got the new
You
MacBook.
college. You guys are freshmen. Freshmen. You guys are all freshmen
Not
compared to
me,
me.
bro.
That's crazy.
You're still
wow,
freshman,
I didn't
though.
even think of
Yeah.
that.
You're still freshman.
Yo. Yeah, you're still freshman.
Come on now.
Don't talk to
Senior
me.
freshman.
Don't talk to me. Well,
Don't talk to me.
We're starting at the bottom of the hierarchy all over again.
Yeah.
True, bro.
Damn.
You have
Think
to
you
climb
think you
up
get
to the
shit on?
top.
Nah, I doubt it. When you're in college, can you have like? It's not like all the freshmen are in one class, the sophomores. It's like you're in classes with all the
I
different.
think
days.
it pretty much is leveled by grade.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, I
Mostly.
think that's all of college actually, because there, you have to. Your college gives you certain courses you're supposed to take depending on what major
What
you're
year you
doing.
are?
So like I
Right.
did my classes today, and I'm doing like a marketing major with business, and I thought I had to like figure out my whole entire schedule. I was like, I don't know what fucking classes to take. I have no idea what I'm doing because it's like a major I'm not really sure about.
Right.
I'm not really. I don't know anything about the major. Except that I really want to do it, which makes no sense. It's ironic, but I really want to do it. And I looked at the classes I was supposed to take, and I was like, I don't know any of these classes. But then I looked at another separate page that my school made for me, for all the incoming freshmen, and it showed all the classes you were supposed to take, what you're supposed to do, when you're supposed to take it, how many credits you need, all that stuff. So
Right.
it's really like scheduled for you, and I'm pretty sure like each grade level has their own specific classes depending on what major you're taking.
you can have classes with upperclassmen, but it would be the
if upper-
majority of your class.
Yeah.
Yeah, if upperclassmen take the classes later on, then you could probably have classes with them. But mostly, it's going to be your grade.
The thing that stresses me out about college is like, you have to figure out what you want to do for the rest of your life.
You don't have to do it necessarily. So
I mean, not the rest of your life, but like you got to figure out what. Because you don't want like some you don't want to go into something that you don't
Bum-ass
enjoy. Yeah.
I feel like that's a huge problem.
But it's
though.
like I have no idea what I want to
That's-
want to fucking do.
I think that's honestly something that, I mean, like we were talking last night about how rough middle school is, and if there's one thing that, like high school sucks, like that makes high school suck the most is making that kind of decision.
like what you wanna
deciding
major
what
in,
you
like,
want to
yeah.
do with your life when you're 17 years old is daunting.
Especially since high school, it's like you can't really go into certain majors in high school. So you have to just decide a major and then hope once you get really into it in college that you actually enjoy it.
Right, and even like deciding what school, or if you want to go to college, or like
Yeah.
there's just so
'Cause
much
some
on the
school-
plate.
yeah.
It's like it makes you wonder if it's like responsible, like the way that they've just organized the school structure. It's like, should you be making
Like
that
so-
kind of decision?
Yeah,
that
yeah.
early?
It seems like a lot of
It's
responsibility.
stressful.
It's like you're 18, you're
a
an
lot of kids
adult.
don't have that kind of drive, figuring out. But then, yeah, as far as college degrees go, for me, like, I think finding something that's like maximizing your utility in terms of time
Yeah.
is easily the best way to go.
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine, like, I think getting a more broad, like, major, like, especially when you're just first going in, is such a good idea, because I've heard so few stories of kids that were like, yeah, this is my major, and then I actually graduate and got that degree.
Yeah.
Like, everyone switches or has a different, like, change of mind or something like that.
Yeah. Like, you could be like a business major first year, but then there's more specific shit in business that you can go into.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, you guys say it's stressful, but I really haven't been feeling any stress. Like, I've had literally the shit hit the fan for me, and I still am not stressed.
Right.
I just don't get stressed, and it just really depends on people.
Depends
like,
on
in
people,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's true.
It should be stressful.
Like,
in a sense,
everyone
though.
takes stress differently.
It should be stressful in a sense, though, because it's a decision that can affect you
Yeah.
greatly for the rest of your life. So, in some sense, you gotta take it as stressful, because if it wasn't stressful, then you can just make stupid decisions
that's
and do
true.
whatever you want.
I think about it, and if I overthink things, I know I'm overthinking things, which is why I stop myself, which is how I kind of deal with stress if I even get a little bit of
yeah,
it.
there's a difference between overthinking and noticing the importance of
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, I
true.
mean, some things I think you have to overthink. Like, I want to overthink what I want to major in college.
Right.
It's so
Yeah.
important.
Right. But I think what Dante is kind of saying there is, like, you know, taking on that kind of responsibility and, like, making a big choice like that should definitely feel like a big decision, especially because, you know, kids, especially in our town and, you know, with all this kind of privilege that we grow up with, like, making a decision like that might not seem like a big move for you, but in terms of, like, taking on a lot of debt or, like,
Yeah.
doing something that your family has never done or something like that, like, that's a big decision. So that's true. I think taking on that responsibility is pretty important.
It's a big decision, definitely a big decision. The way that I think about it is, I try to think about it as something minuscule, as like
So dumb.
Okay. Well, I try to think as college like a little stepping stone in my life. Like, it's a very small piece of my life that bridges to something like humongous.
Right.
Like, it is a big decision, but you shouldn't be thinking about it literally every fucking day. You should give yourself a little break. Like, it's a big deal, but it's not a big deal. Like,
Right. I get what you mean.
It freaks me out how fucking expensive college is
Yeah.
now.
Crazy.
It's
Yeah.
mental.
It's terrible seeing.
MCC, free schooling.
It's
Yeah.
terrible seeing how people go into college and they drop out and they're just in a shitload of debt. They chose
So
a
much
shitty
debt.
major.
Yeah.
They're not
So
going to get a
much debt.
job. You see them and it's just, like, what are they going to do?
Like, people paying off their debt and they're like mid-30s. It's like, what the fuck?
Is it worth it at that point?
My mom's
That's
still
why
paying
in-state
off
is
her
so
debt.
is so
Tough,
important.
dude. It's really tough. And especially because, like, even if you do a little research on, like, how, like, the federal student loans and all that stuff work, it's like they don't work like any other kind of
Yeah,
loan.
no, it's
Yeah.
fucked
like,
up.
you fucking sign your soul
It's
to the
fucked
devil.
up.
That is
God.
very
It's
true.
so fucked up.
It's messed.
And then like my parents got married when they were like 26, 27. It's like, that is fucking rare to happen now.
Oh, yeah.
So rare.
So rare.
That's
like,
sweet.
I can't even think about, like, because college is so expensive, but then you got to, like, buy your own apartment.
All that
like-
kind of stuff. Yeah, getting set up like that. Like,
Yeah,
off
like
the
setting
bat.
up for yourself so you don't have to, because I don't want to be with my parents. I'll be with my parents like 20s, but after
Right.
that, like, I don't want to live with my parents for too long.
Right.
But it's like, if this shit's so expensive and it keeps getting more expensive, it's like, how am I gonna? That's why the major's so important. If you're in a major that makes no money, you're fucked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
I think, I mean, and that kind of honestly comes back to, again, I think making that decision, and something that I kind of learned too. So I don't know if it's like distracts kids that are looking at schools in the beginning, but like kind of breaking through certain schools that are, like, cost way more but sound like they're way better for you.
Yeah, when it's really
Like
not.
when, like, there's a ton of private schools like up in Boston or in New York and that kind of thing where they're like, yeah, like we have these programs and this professor and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, you will get a job coming out of here. But if, like, the one thing I've learned from my brother and just like in general through the college process, which I think you really have to pay attention to, is all you need to do is find a good enough school where you can make the most of your own choices. Like, at the end of the day, it really just comes down to how hard are you willing to work to put yourself in a position to succeed.
It's true.
Yeah, I'm gonna add on to that. I feel like a lot of people, I've noticed this for sure. It's like a lot of people are like, oh yeah, I'm going into business, and they think that they're just gonna go get their degree. It's gonna be easy, and then they're gonna get a job like that.
Right.
When in all reality, it's not like that whatsoever. You don't put in the work, you don't get anything in return. But I feel like that's something that's plaguing a lot of people. Because that's how I thought, honestly. I thought I was going to go into business, and I was going to be like, I'll get a job right away. I'm like that. But now that I realize the reality, it's just not something that people should be thinking about.
I think, like, the common conception is that you got to, like, if you can get into Harvard or Yale, one of those, you absolutely should go to it, when maybe it's like, maybe not.
And that's the thing, too. Right. It's like, even if a school might seem like the best fit, like just by the numbers or something like that, it's so important to find the place where you can.
It's gotta be the best for you. It can't just be the best school academically.
Right.
Like, the big thing with me when deciding like what college, I wanted to go to Eastern. Obviously, I'm going to MCC now.
Right.
But when I was looking at colleges I wanted to go to, I went to all these colleges and I was like, this just isn't right for me. Like, you immediately know as soon as you look at the school.
Yeah.
And then I went to UConn after already deciding I wanted to go to Eastern. And I looked at the school and I was like, this is not how I remember it. This actually looks sick. Like, this is humongous. This looks like a sick ass school.
Yeah, Stars
And I
is
really
dope.
wanted to go there, and I was like, oh damn, I'm already going to Eastern. And then everything just kind of shit hit the fan. Now I'm going to MCC, but it's okay because I'm still going to UConn hopefully in the next 2 years.
I mean, I think a lot of people look at MCC as like it's like MCC.
Right.
It's like community college.
Right.
But it's like 2 years at MCC is like dirt cheap.
Dirt cheap.
And then you get to commute to another college. Because once you graduate from Eastern, if you commute back to Eastern, no one's going to see that you did MCC for 2 years.
Yeah,
They're just going to see that you graduated from Eastern. That's the only thing that matters.
Colleges, businesses look at, like, when they're hiring you, they look at what school you graduated from and what your like academic record was. They don't look at, you went to this school, then you went to this school. Yeah, fired.
They only look at when you graduate.
Fuck you.
Get out.
It's grim. Jeez.
Dude. And also, like, I want to get a job that, not that I like really enjoy doing. I know like most jobs are like, it's hard. They're jobs, yeah.
Right.
But like I do want to get a job where it's like at least semi enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to work every day and just hate it.
Fuck that. I want to fucking enjoy my job. I don't want to semi enjoy it. I want to be like living it up,
Even if it's like a job that makes bank, but you just fucking hate it. I wouldn't want to do
You got to do what you want to do. That's why I was like, I really wanted to do something with, like, I want to get myself out there, kind of, which is what I wanted to do. Which is why I was like, marketing, it kind of, like, goes with my natural behavior, kind of. When I'm around people, I just like to talk. I like presenting. I like doing all that. Why not do marketing? And that's kind of how I just got into marketing. Like, it sounds like a good job to do. But I really want to do, like, the stuff I really want to do, like, you can't go to school for. Like, I want to do, like, videography, maybe, like, photography, like... I want to fly a plane, maybe. Like, those are like set goals that I have in my life, but you can't go to school for that, or you can't go to college for that. At least you can go to trade school, but you can't go to college for that.
That goes like shit like that, like film and art and shit like that. I mean, it's just a fact that a lot of people that go into that don't make a lot of money coming out of it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think shit like that, like, it's good to do, but I think it's more of a thing you should do on your free time and not
Like a hobby.
Yeah. Well, not. It could be a hobby into like a full-time thing. But I think you should grow in that career and your personal time. I don't think you should be going to college for that kind of thing.
I don't know. I kind of disagree. I feel like
maybe it's probably growing.
one thing that I've not even necessarily just in terms of like the job market itself and all that kind of stuff, but another thing that I've kind of like come in contact with and tried to learn a little bit about is like, what do you really want to do?
Yes.
Like, what do you want your life to be? And I think something that I admire about Lemon over here and...
Man,
it's just kind of an interesting thing, is like, it really just depends on what your philosophy is. Like, if your goal is, on the scale of what we were just talking about, where you're like, I want to make this much money but hate work and retire early, or I want to enjoy the way all the way, but maybe not have, the kind of, like, set in stone life that everyone else might.
I guess you're right.
It just comes down to your risk tolerance and
just personal
what you
preference.
Want. Yeah.
I guess you're right.
I think either way it's a toss up. It's whatever
what you value more.
Yeah, really, it is.
So within our last minute of our podcast,
Oh yeah, we're almost done.
let's just go over a couple things. So like, honestly, with Corona going on with us, it's been a big deal being teenagers, not feeling like the need to stay inside, wanting to go outside, hang with our friends and stuff. Obviously, like a lot of our year got destroyed because of this virus, but we're still moving on. We're still going on with life, and we're all going to college, except for you. You're going back to school. But
Senior
freshman
year,
see, that's
baby.
the
Freshman
big
year.
thing. High school's still
Freshman.
going to be crazy, but college, like we're all still going to be able to go, which is very exciting. But
I want to just throw in here, shout out to our boy
Oh yeah,
Sanjeev
Sanjeev,
Chokshi.
homie.
Thank you for the inspiration.
inspiration,
Just
exactly.
really came through big. We really loved
Wouldn't
you
have
know,
done
hearing your start with your podcast. We'll definitely put all his information and stuff in the description. So
Word.
definitely go check out his podcast if you guys are interested in kind of the stuff that we talked about at the end here and motivation and all that kind of stuff. He got a really good show for that. So
Word.